Oh, finally we're on break. Finally. It's December 20th. It's Saturday. Now, Saturday's typically a break for me, even though I've got projects to do. But knowing that I've got 2 weeks to do absolutely nothing student-related feels pretty good. I get to finally focus on the family. I feel so far behind lately with our water heater busting up and everything. Yeah. I will relish this. SG, good morning. I will tell you another time. I do not want to say it right here. I'll explain. Not today, though. It has gone through... Yeah, afternoon for you. Good morning for me. Well, yeah. It's, it feels good to have woken up late, made a lazy breakfast with my kids. We're getting things done slowly but surely. It's nice. It's really nice. All right, well, let's dive in. Let's play Connections. Well, I'm not going to dox myself and tell you what time it is. Come on, SG. You're asking all these personal questions. I just want to play puzzles. Come on. It's funny. Let's see. Create 4 groups of 4. Cure, tin, bottom, salt, lobster, fold, fall, dry, bucket, clash, press, drum, wash, can, damned, and music. Wow. These are like preserving methods. You can have cured meat, canned, tinned as well, dried, salted, okay, well, not even close. Bottom. To wash, press, dry, and fold. Oh, kind of in that order, too. You wash your clothes, I guess you dry your clothes, and then you press them, like iron them. Fold your clothes. Okay. Laundry services. Fall. Clash. Oh, these are bands. The Clash. The Cure. The Damned. What's another band? The Salt? The Lobster. That would make a funny band. The Bucket. The Fall. Perhaps The Fall. All right, British bands in the 1970s. Nice. I knew it. And then leave it to me to get the easiest and the hardest for last. I guess these are like holders of things, right? A bucket, a can, a tin, and a drum. Containers. There you go. Awesome. Salt, lobster, bottom, and music. This has got to be a fill in the blank. Rock. Okay, gotcha. Rock lobster. Rock bottom. Man, he hit rock bottom. Rock lobster, I believe, is harvested in Maine. Rock music, and then rock salt. Cool. Well, we didn't do too bad there. Let's see. So the green category we got first, laundry services, to dry, fold, press, and wash. Blue was British bands formed in the 1970s with The Clash, The Cure, The Damned, and The Fall. The one I didn't know was The Fall. It sounded right. More so than The Lobster or The Bucket. That'd be quite a band. The Bucket of Lobsters. Let's see, containers, bucket, can, drum, and tin. And then rock blank, rock bottom, rock lobster, rock music, and rock salt. I thought one of them was like preserving foods, you know, like to salt, to can, I guess to put it in a tin, to cure, and to dry. Preservation methods, food preservation. Okie doke. Boston area university with an elephant mascot. Who has a elephant mascot? Be nearly out of stock. Clearance. I don't know. Adams' successor as New York City mayor. Oh gosh. I forget what his name is. Starts with an M. Wicked for Good. Wicked for Good is the title, of course, of the sequel to Wicked. But in quotation marks like that, Wicked for Good is the opposing team, is for the good. They're the enemy. They're the opposite. I don't know. If you say so, I guess. Counterparts of repubs. Dems. Nobody says repubs. Belly. Informally. Your gut. Your tum-tum. Whoops. Your tum-tum. Is that what they're going for? Fixes with Control-Z or Command-Z on a Mac. That's undoes. Custardy desserts. Jellos. I don't know, man. Awards for Broadway stars. Isn't that a Tony Award? Complete the first leg of a triathlon. Is that the running part? Don't they end with a swim? Or do they start with a swim? Maybe they start with a swim. Place to hone one's golf swing. Place to hone one's golf swing. You go to the range. The driving range. Honey blank brand of graham crackers. Honey Maid. Oh, wait. Okay, some of these I know. Okay. Boston area university with an elephant mascot. Is it Tufts? Be nearly out of stock. Run low. Mamdani is Adams' successor to New York City mayor. Antonym. There we go. Antonym. All right. Boston area university with an elephant mascot. Tufts. Be nearly out of stock. Run low. Mamdani, Adams' successor as New York City mayor. Wicked for Good is an antonym. See, I was on the right track, right? I'm thinking like the enemy or the opposite. If you say so, I guess. And then Dems are the counterparts of repubs. Nobody ever says repubs. I've heard Dems before. I've never ever heard repubs. Belly informally, or tum-tum. Belly is pretty informal as it is. Fixes with Control-Z or Command-Z on a Mac is undoes. It's the undo button. Custardy dessert. Flans. Oh, yeah, great. Flan. I wonder why I didn't get that one. I love flan. Award for Broadway star. Tony's. Tony Awards. Or what was the other one? The Obies, right? The off-Broadway. Complete the first leg of a triathlon. Oh, it is swimming first. Okay, great. And just appreciate the spelling there. Triathlon. There is no triathlon. I got slapped in the face a couple days ago. You guys saw it when I tried to say... Well, actually, SG, I think you were the one that pointed it out. I said triathlon, and I was like, man, we can't play the A, so it doesn't work. And you were like, no, try without. I was like, but that's not how you spell it. And that was how you spell it. I had to look it up. I thought you guys were gaslighting me or something. No, that's actually how it's spelled. Triathlon. I told my wife that afterwards, too. We were in the car, and I was like, honey, you're not going to believe this. And sure enough, you know, she was like, there's no way. It's triathlon, of course. And I said, look it up. You know, we were in the car, so my daughter looked it up. And then she even looked up just the same way I did. She looked up triathlon versus triathlon, and it auto-corrected to triathlon versus triathlon. And I was like, see, it's trying to auto-correct you to the right one. And then she put it in quotation marks like I did. And it said, this is a common misspelling of the word triathlon. And I went, see, isn't that nuts? It was like one of those everything you know is wrong moments. It's so funny. But yes, in a triathlon, you swim first. Place to hone one's golf swing at the driving range. And then Honey Maid, brand of graham crackers. Cool. All right, we are not going to spell kayak with two Q's like we did yesterday. But we are definitely going to try our hand at the Wordle. In hard mode still. I think the very first Wordle I ever played, the answer was hefty. I'm going to try it here. Not bad. I got a T, and I got an H and an E, but in the wrong place. So what if it was like, you know, blank, blank, E-T-H? A lot of words I'm coming up with are like, you know, something, something, blank, blank, T-H, right? But if it doesn't... Oh, here's one. Earth. Could be Earth. But there's no A, there's no R. And, weird enough, it's not a TH word. Huh. So... what could it be then? Could be like SH... could be CH. Shoot. Whoops. I need the T. Could be. It would tell us if the H can go there. E we haven't guessed at the end yet. And T's right there. I don't know. Give it a shot. Okay, we're getting closer. Shoot. Could be GH. Could be SH. I'm about to spell a naughty word here. PH. WH. White? Could be white. I'd rather say white than start it with an S. Okay, good. It's not. I almost put a naughty word. Oh, thank you. Got it in 4 as well. Love it. I'm going to refresh this page real quick. Are we all paused up? No, we got the Wordle going over here. I don't know. Maybe I just need to restart my laptop or something. Something funny's going on. Crash, hotly, theft, and white. Awesome. Theft was my original 2-word choice when hovel was the word. Yeah, it's funny. We both started with an H word at the beginning there. Hefty. Hovel and hefty. Hotly. I like hotly too. Yeah, I think the very first time I ever played Wordle, the word was hefty. Gave us an H and an E, and then a T in the right place. Three giveaways. That's pretty lucky. And we went to Earth, which told us, it doesn't go E at the beginning, and it was not a TH. So tried something else. Maybe it was blank H, like shoot, or I'm not even going to say the one that starts with an S, but a little bit different if it has an E on the end. And then white, it's a WH word. Nice. Okay, Strands. All the trimmings. All the trimmings. Are we trimming a Christmas tree? Are we... Hang on. I might have the Wordle, because look. Christmas tree. Ha! Nice. All the trimmings. How about ribbon? Oh, of course you're going to put lights on your Christmas tree. Or an ornament. Or my kids, when they were little, every one of them used to say ordaments with a D. Ordaments. And I, as they got older, I would correct them. They'd still say ornaments, but every once in a while, I'd be like, remember, how do you say ornament? And they went, oh yeah, ornament. The ornaments on the tree. Star. Tinsel, I think it's EL. Yeah. I don't see garland. What is this word? Oh, an angel. I saw every word but angel. Goodness. Well, good show. We got the spangram first. All the trimmings. We're getting close to Christmas. We're talking about trimming a tree. Yeah, I think it's a very cultural thing. This is a very, very American thing to do, to trim a Christmas tree, to put fun little things on the tree. Definitely places all over the world will cut down a tree, or even have fake trees. We just have a fake tree, and decorate in a variety of ways, with ornaments or a star on top or an angel on top even. Or tinsel, which is this looks like I don't know, just shiny. It's probably all just plastic now, but I watched an interesting video just yesterday where garland of tinsel used to be lead, which is not great, but it shines really nicely. They wanted it because it shined, but I don't know. Doesn't sound great. Ribbon, and then what is that? Lights. Oh, I was reading it backwards. I'm like, style? What? Some people will even take like a long string of dental floss and then string popcorn onto it. So you have these popcorn strings all the way up your Christmas tree. Well, very good. Yeah, I think Callie said it nicely yesterday. Typically it's very non-denominational. These puzzles, but the last couple days, myrrh, that's very biblical, very Christian, and then hanging things on a Christmas tree, of course, is very Christian too. Actually, I take that back. A lot of people will do it just for the tradition of it and sort of remove themselves from the religious aspect of it. So that's kind of interesting. So in the letterbox today, we are trying to solve in 5 words. We got C, R, and A. L, N, T, E, M, and K, O, H, and G. Okay, so G and H don't go together. T and H can go together. thank something. Yeah. Oh, does myrrh have Arabic roots? That's interesting. Well, the wise men, so the story goes, the wise men came from the east, which, as the crow flies, would have been from the Middle East, what we call now, but the east would have been, Oman or Yemen, that kind of area. All right, trying to solve in 5 words. We've got, could do CH, do CK. It's always tricky when there's a K in there. Raclette. Do you want to see what raclette is? Here, let me pull it up. It's a food. No. No. I do not need you to autocorrect it. Oh. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Well, my spelling error happened to be a good not error. You're on the clock tonight, Tyson. Raclette. T. Thang. You're my little boo thang. Oh, Tyson. Yeah, you got to be careful. Here. I'll help you out there. That's okay if you say, what you do, where you work, but don't dox yourself. You don't want to give away too much information online, right? Tyson. Oh, Tyson, you're funny. Let's see. What am I going to be doing at 9 in the morning tomorrow? Probably sleeping. I don't know. Thing. And then we could say... How about glam? Could finish it off with glam. You're on Mars. It's funny. All right. So raclette apparently is just a small rock. I swear there's like a cheese called raclette. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Oh, it's Raclette. Yeah, semi-soft raclette is a semi-soft Swiss French cow's milk cheese known for its excellent melting quality. It's like a fondue kind of cheese, raclette. But I did not spell it that same way. Raclette apparently is just a small rock. T for thang, glam, G for glam. Love it. All right. Okay, so let's recap our answers. We're going to start right there as we did with the connections puzzle. We'll do the mini crossword. We did the Wordle, and then we did the Strands, and then we did letterboxed. And let's just kind of recap. So we got everything perfect. We missed one because we sort of fell into I don't know if it was meant to be a red herring, but it certainly was maybe an unintentional red herring. The green was laundry services, to dry, to fold, to press, to wash, and what I thought maybe went with others would be dry, sort of a way to preserve food would be to dry, to cure. What was from the yellow? Oh, to can. I guess to tin too. You can put it in a tin, like sardines maybe. And then salt. You can preserve using salt. The British bands formed in the 1970s with you got The Clash, The Cure, The Damned, and The Fall. The yellow category was just containers. Don't overthink it, right? A bucket, a can, a drum, and a tin. The purple category today was rock blank. It really felt like I had 4 left. I'm like, what are these? This has to be a fill in the blank. So it was rock blank, rock bottom, rock lobster, rock music, and rock salt. The danged. Yeah, okay. Tyson's going to change the name to be more family friendly. Yeah, I'm in the scene. I've been in a couple different scenes. I think I told you when I did my last gig, it was at an old folks home. Really sweet people that we played for. Gorgeous place. I felt like we were in the Grand Floridian or something. It was just the open air, and that's kind of where the dining area was, and that's where we played. And little did I know we were going to be the dinner entertainment. Here it goes. We were the dinner entertainment that night, and our a couple of our audience members, came to talk to us afterwards, and one lady said, "Do you ever play at bars?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I have played in bars in the past. I've played in punk bands, I've played in rock bands, I've played lots of different music." And she said, "Oh, well, I mean, in this band, you really sound like lounge music. Man, I wanted like a cold beer or a glass of wine in my hand." It was really funny. It was very funny. All right. Boston area university with an elephant mascot. That was Tufts University. Be nearly out of stock to run low. Adams' successor as New York City mayor, Mamdani. I forgot. I knew it started with an M. I forgot what M word it was, though. Wicked for good is the antonym. Good for wicked, wicked for good. If you say so, I guess. That's funny. I thought I would have to change that one. I wasn't sure. Counterparts of repubs. Does anybody ever use that phrase, repubs? I've never heard them called repubs. Dems. Dems to words. Dems to facts. Yeah, that's funny. Tyson. One down. Belly, informally. I think belly is a pretty informal word as it is, but your tum-tum, sure. Fixes with Control-Z, undoes. Custardy desserts, flans. I love flan. In Brazil, they make a flan. It's almost identical to like a Mexican flan. They call it pudim. It's basically like pudding, right? It's so good. I love it. With the caramel on top. Actually, it's kind of caramel underneath, and then they flip it over to serve it. Award for Broadway star, the Tonys. Complete the first leg of a triathlon. Not triathlon, it's triathlon. To swim. Place to hone in one's golf swing. How about the driving range? Honey blank. Honey Maid, brand of graham crackers. Oh, you don't know some of these words? Well, you get to watch me do it, right? You get to watch me do it. All right, and then the Wordle today, we did it in 4. It was hefty. I started with hefty just remembering that hefty was the first word I think I ever solved in Wordle. The first time I ever opened up Wordle, the answer was hefty. That's where I started to develop my non-intersecting word theory. I would, at any given time, guess 3 words that didn't use the same letters, and then I would, continue from there, having, amassed maybe 3 or 4 of the letters. Because there's only 26 letters, and if you guess 5 3 times, that's 15 of the 26 letters. So I usually ended up with a pretty decent spread of letters. And now that I'm playing hard mode, you can't play that unless you truly don't guess any of the same letters, which is no good. But I started with hefty today, as I did, ended with hefty the very first time I played Wordle. And that gave us a lucky spread. It gave us the H and the E somewhere, T in the 4th position. And then so I tried Earth, and the E was not at the beginning, the H was not at the end for TH at the end. So I thought, okay, maybe it's like blank H, right? CH, SH, WH, Tyson, I'm glad you weren't here for that, because, man, oh man, that would have, I almost said a naughty word there in that fourth guess. But luckily, instead of the S word, I said white. And I know the S word doesn't usually have an E on the end, but sometimes it does, depending on how you pronounce it. So white, there it is. I've already said plenty of naughty words that Tyson had to hear and didn't enjoy. All right, so let's see. The Strands puzzle today. All the trimmings. This is a Christmas tree, right? You're going to put things on top of your Christmas tree. All the trimmings. How about ornaments? Or as my kids used to say, ordaments with a D. Ordaments. I don't know where that came from, but every one of my kids always said ordaments, and then we corrected them. It's ornaments with an N. It's funny, the things they learn from each other. It's like, what's another one? Oh, every kid in turn. Well, no, I take that back. My oldest did not say that, but all of my younger kids in turn said prensel. Like, oh, I would love a soft prensel. Maybe it's a mixture of like pencil and pretzel, but they would always say prensel. And then we had to just like teach it out of them, I guess. But, they don't say prensel anymore, but they used to say prensel instead of pretzel. It's funny what they learn from each other. Star. Lights, of course. Plenty of lights on a Christmas tree. Ribbon. An angel. Tinsel. Love that. Love that. Okay. And then today in the letterbox, we had to do it in 5 words, and we did it in only 3. So I guess we were 2 under par today. We got a birdie. No, we got an eagle, right? Isn't that what that is? Par, birdie, eagle. Maybe I need to go to the driving range. I just hope Mini Crossword has a word that can be the word for Wordle. I mean, technically it was. Remember the bunny day? How could you forget the bunny day, right? What if I had just gone, heck, let's put the word in here and we'll say, I don't know, and I pick a random 5-letter word and it was bunny. And then I solved the Wordle based on what I got from the crossword puzzle. Yeah, I hit an eagle there. Yeah, so rocklet apparently is a small rock. I was thinking raclette, like the soft Swiss cheese that you use for fondue very frequently. Fang. You're my little boo thang. And then G for glam. All things glam. Cool. Well, we're in and out pretty quick here today. I've got quite a few projects to finish today, and I am, it's got a lot going on. So it's Christmas, right? We're kind of putting a bow on Christmas a little bit, and also trying to figure out how to make my basement not wet anymore. So literally as soon as I walk out of here every day, I turn those big industrial fans on again. So slowly but surely, it's a long process. Today actually we're ripping the carpet up, and we may keep it, we may take it out, but at some point we need to dry out underneath the carpet, and I haven't had time to, so today's our day. All right, well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for a little bit of help and some fun conversation as always. Appreciate you guys. Oh, I forgot to look it up. Waif and formaldehyde. That's how we did it yesterday. Awesome. So thanks to Aranya for helping me out. Oh, actually, a bunch of you helped out because we started with formal and then added formaldehyde. Pretty cool. All right. Well, you guys are awesome, and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.